morning, everybody. Happy Monday to you. Welcome, you guys. I am sitting outside, and it is so nice out here. It's actually, I had to get a little towel because it was a little damp out by my pool, but it feels so good. I got my cozy sweater on, so ready for fall. I am so excited about it getting a little cooler because it stays hot here in Texas forever. Good morning to Lila. Welcome. Hopefully you guys are getting some cool weather up in Oklahoma. If you're here with me this morning, say hello and tell me where you're calling in or dialing or you're tuning in from. There we go. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday to you. Good morning to Dr. Jean and Lila. And I know we've got some more people jumping on here. It is so nice. I am so happy with this weather. It's beautiful. Good morning to Robin. Oh, it is a beautiful morning. Good morning to Paul. It was great to see you yesterday at Renaissance. I love that Danny went live. Our Danny Mack, our pastor, went live from Renaissance yesterday. And so we had a lot of people on the broadcast. It was so cool because I talked to my mom and she's like, yeah, I was going through Facebook and I saw that Danny was live, so she watched. Hey, welcome to Les and welcome to Robin, welcome to Kelly. Glad you guys are tuning in, and welcome to my sweet husband who said, take a towel out there. If you're gonna sit outside, put something under you because it's gonna be wet. But it's really nice. Hey, good morning to Sherry from Lucas and good morning to Shelly. Welcome, you guys. Good morning to Sean. Thank you for all the likes and the loves. I appreciate you guys so much. Good morning to Rowena. Welcome, welcome. I am so happy with this weather. I don't know all parts around the country if you guys are starting to have fall weather, but finally it is fall here in Dallas. It's feeling really nice this morning. Good morning to Terry. Welcome, everybody. We're just grabbing a couple more people and we'll get started. We're talking about the lifesavers and we're talking about the potential gap. And so it's going to be a really, really good one this morning. Good morning to Sandy. Welcome. Where's my Arkansas friend? I know. Where is Jennifer? I don't know. I'm sure she's going to get on, but she is missed this morning. I'm sure she'll jump on here in a little bit. Maybe she's just running a couple of minutes late. So good morning to Joseph from San Diego. Welcome, welcome. Merry Monday. I love it. Welcome, you guys. I was thinking this morning, I'm so excited. So this is a cute little story. When the kids were little, good morning to Deborah. Welcome. When the kids were little, Jay Faye, good morning, Shyla. She used to say, I'm telling you all a little story. But, you know, when kids are little, you're like, oh, you know, when they do something good, I'm so excited that you did that, or I'm so excited. And so then Jay Faye, good morning to Patty. I'm just telling you guys a little story before we get started. So then Jay Faye, when she was little, she was probably about 4 or 5. When it was something that she wasn't really thrilled about, something that she had to do or something that we were asking her to do, she would say, I am not so excited about that. So it's really cute. Oh, so I was laughing this morning to myself about her saying, I'm not so excited. So she has to do some allergy shots on Wednesday. This poor kid is terribly allergic to everything in the whole wide world. So she is not so excited about that, but we're doing it anyways. So anyways, but if any of you guys have been through that, you'll kind of feel for us, but we're hoping to have a good girl by spring. So anyways, you guys, welcome. Here is the book that we're reading all together. Welcome to Miss Patty. Glad you're on. Here is the Miracle Morning Book by Hal Elrod, and we have been going through and kind of working up to today, which is where he launches us into the lifesavers. Hey, good morning to Brad. Happy birthday, friend. I hope you had a good one. I can't wait to see you this week in Kansas City. I'm going to be in Kansas City starting on Thursday. So welcome to Lisa. Welcome, you guys. So, all right, we're going to dive in here to the chapter. This is, if you're following along, this is chapter 6. So it says 6 practices guaranteed to save you from a life of unfulfilled potential. Let me get that out. 6 practices guaranteed to save you from a life of unfulfilled potential. So let me start with a couple quotes from the book. Good morning to Brian. It says, success is something you attract by the person you become. And we keep hearing that quote over and over. That's a quote by Jim Rohn. And then here's another one. An extraordinary life is all about daily, continuous improvements in the areas that matter most. So that's by Robin Sharma. Daily, continuous improvements in the areas that matter most. It says, he starts this by this sentence, stressed, overwhelmed, frustrated, unfulfilled, blah. He says, these are a few unpleasant words that provide a rather unfortunate but fairly accurate description of how the average person feels about his or her life far too often. You and I are undoubtedly living in one of the most prosperous, advanced times in human history, with more opportunities and resources available to us than ever before, yet most of us aren't tapping into the unlimited potential within each one of us. I'm not okay with that. Are you? I like Patty says, blah. You know, this is a good question from Hal to start this chapter. He says, that's how most people are living their lives, is this life of just kind of getting by and surviving. And he says, that's not okay with me. Are you okay with that? You know, and I think that you guys are on here because clearly you want more. You know, you're not okay with those feelings. So you are really aiming to better yourself. So congratulations to everybody who's tuning in this morning. So let's talk about the potential gap. It says, have you ever felt like the life you want to live and the person you want to be is just beyond your grasp? Jason says, I'm not okay with that. Terry says, I'm not okay with that either. Awesome, you guys. Have you ever felt that way, that was just out of reach for you? Do you ever feel like you're chasing your potential? You know it's there, you can see it, you can feel it, but you can't quite catch it. When you see people who are excelling in an area and you're not, you think they've got it all figured out. They must know something I don't. And, you know, if I knew it, I'd be excelling in that area too. And so he says most of us are living on the wrong side of what he calls the potential gap. There's a gap that separates us from who we are to who we can become. And, you know, fulfilling our greatest potential. He says sometimes, you know, we get frustrated with ourselves and we think, what are we not doing to fulfill that potential? So, you know, this potential gap is really what this chapter is all about. That there's a place where you are right now, and then there's the bigger, better, more fulfilling life that you know you can lead, that you know is available to you, that you feel like, I don't know what's going on, but I just feel like I have more. And sometimes that's just a little tweaking that somebody feels like they need, and sometimes it feels like a Grand Canyon. It's just complete overwhelm. So a lot of us are in that place of feeling like, okay, I am where I am, and I'm good, you know what I mean? We're not going to judge where anybody's at because everybody is where they are, and where you are is a good place. Let me make that clear. This is not about judging ourselves and beating up on ourselves. This is about just saying, hey, I am where I am, but I feel like there's more. I feel like I have more unfulfilled potential, and that creates that potential gap. And so we all kind of have this to some degree. I mean, if you're wanting more at all, which most of us do, we want to advance, and we want to expand, and we want to get better, then there's some kind of, you know, there's a little bit of a gap there. And so the big aha of today is, hey, there's a way to close that gap. And he says, unfortunately, most of us are so busy trying to manage, maintain, and just survive our life situation, and he puts situation in quotation marks, that we don't take time to focus on what's important, our life. And that he makes a distinction here between your life and your life situation. Your life situation is the circumstances of your life. Kind of the, as I call it, the everyday bump and grind of your life is kind of your life situation and your circumstances. There's a difference between that and your life. Okay, your life situation is just what's happening in your life. And you know, the kind of everyday, kids got up, got them dressed, Jace was a little tired, he studied till 3 a.m, a little worried about that, but I'm you know, hoping he does well on his test today. That's just life circumstances, right? But we can get kind of hung up there and never take the time to create our life. What is the definition? What does Hal define as our life? It's different than our life situation. He says your life is made up of the physical, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual parts that make up every human being. He calls it the pies, P-I-E-S. The physical includes body, health, and energy. Intellectual, mind, intelligence, and thoughts. Emotional, your emotions, your feelings, your attitudes. And finally, spiritual is your spirit, your soul, and your higher power. Good morning to Bridget and Rebecca and Raymond. Welcome, you guys. So your life is where your ability to create your feelings, your perspectives, your beliefs, your attitudes in your inner world lies. That's where your inner world lies. And then if you change your inner world, we all know that your outer world naturally changes as a result. So how do you develop, if our outer world is a reflection of our inner world, and the inner world is those pies, P-I-E-S, physical, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual, how do we change and evolve and develop our pies? How do we develop our life? And the way that we do that is there's a way. This is the good news about today is the way that you do this is through, sorry you guys, I am messing so much with my hair this morning. Sorry. The way that you do this is through the Lifesavers. So the Lifesavers are 6 proven personal development strategies that address every single part of this PIE acronym: physical, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual. So we are introducing, and drum roll please, the Lifesavers. If you guys, a lot of you, and you might say in the comments box, I'm doing the Lifesavers already. This is the Miracle Morning Lifesavers, and it's an acronym. It's a set of 6 simple, life-changing, life-enhancing daily practices which develop the physical, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual aspects of your life so that you can become who you need to be, or who you need to be to create the life that you want. Doesn't that sound like a great promise? That if you do these Lifesavers with consistency, you start employing this Miracle Morning, you are going to develop yourself into the person to create the life that you want, to close that gap of potential, to bring you from where you are to where you know you can be, to where you deserve to be. We all deserve to be living our best life, to steal a quote from Oprah. and most people want to live their best life, they just don't know how. They don't know how to create something that's sustainable and predictable in terms of their personal growth. So that is the promise of the Lifesavers. So Savers is silence, affirmation, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing or writing. So that's what we're going to dive into over the next several mornings. We're going to talk about what are the Lifesavers. And it's cute because he said, the S is not for sleep. This is going to be for waking up maybe an hour earlier and starting to do this every morning. So we're going to go slowly over the next several days and attack and unwrap each one of these, each piece of this Lifesavers, so that you're like, okay, I got it. I know what to do. I know how to do it, and I'm excited to do it. So that's what we're going to talk about. And it was really cute, you guys. You don't know the ripple out effect of you starting to improve your life like this and how it's going to affect others, especially those around you and close to you. So this morning, last night when I was going to sleep with my daughter, she said, can you set my alarm for 6:45? And I was like, oh, that's earlier. Are you going to wake up and take a shower? Do you need to study? And she said, no, I think I'm going to wake up and just, do a little 15-minute, a little bit of, just kind of a morning thing. And I was thinking, she's going to do a little Miracle Morning. So it was just very sweet. She's reading 40 Days to a Joy-Filled Life for Teens, which is an awesome book, and she read day 4, and day 4 talked about spending 15 minutes in the morning with your Creator. And so she is starting to do just a little bit of a Miracle Morning, which is so cool. And, I don't know if that's because she sees me doing it, or she knows I do it, or I don't know, but I don't care. I think it's a good thing no matter what. She's inspired, and so you never know who you can inspire through starting to do your own. Thank you for the likes and the loves, and good morning to Crystal. I can't wait to see you. Good morning to Glenn, and thank you. Oh, my son has started doing that since he knows I'm up. That's awesome, Patty. See, this is the thing, you guys. I mean, it's just a really cool ripple effect that you can start. And to go JFay, yes ma'am, I'm really proud of her and so proud of all of you all. A huge congratulations to you all that, you know, you guys are, if you're not doing it yet, you're certainly on here and you're on the broadcast in the morning, and that's, you know, certainly a step in the right direction and a nod to you guys wanting to get better and wanting to improve yourself. So congratulations to all of you. By the way, if you are a woman in Dallas and you want to come to our, this is just a quick aside, if you're a woman in Dallas, you want to come to our Women in the Black, we are doing a Women in the Black event this Wednesday. I thought I'd throw it out here. Private message me or message Lacey. Tell us you want to come. It's from 6 to 8 on Wednesday over by the Galleria. We're going to talk about setting goals from the inside out, soul goals with soul. It's going to be amazing. I so hope that you guys can join us. If you want your, you know, some information on that, let us know. If you're a woman in Dallas, we'd love to have you join us. And you guys are awesome. Have an amazing Monday. And, you know, just go out there and spread that ripple of goodness and joy all around you. I'll see you here tomorrow at 8:30. If you want, join our Miracle Morning Mastermind. Put that in your search bar and we'll add you into that group. There's a lot of people who are doing the Lifesavers already. So thanks, you guys. Have an awesome day. Bye, everybody. Thank you.